Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Marketing Crack, and today I'm going to give you 5 things you need to cover off in your 60-second elevator pitch. Welcome back. Elevator pitch, what's all that about? Generally speaking, it's when you get 60 seconds in a networking meeting to sell your wares. So if you're familiar with breakfast networking, maybe that's BNI, your local chamber of commerce, for networking, whatever, you stand up and you get around 60 seconds to tell people who you are and how you help. But obviously, some people aren't very good at it. Some people get very nervous. So firstly, practice. Hopefully that goes without saying. Turn up on time, dress appropriately or what you're comfortable in. I remember I nailed a 60 seconds once, really happy with it, covered off everything, sat back down. The bloke next to me goes, "Your flies are undone." So check your flies, very important practical tip there. Anyway, 5 things I believe you need to cover off to maximize your elevator pitch. Number 1, your name and company. Sounds stupid, but yes, introduce yourself properly, because I've seen many a person stand up and go, "Hi, I'm Bob Smith, I do," but where are you from, Bob? So state it slowly and clearly, but then you launch straight into number 2, which is who you help. Now, you may be in a business where you can help every person under the sun, but if you can nail down your customer avatar and make it relevant to the people who are in the room, even better. So I help people in their 30s with XYZ. I help solicitors and accountants, whatever it might be, because if those customer avatars are in the room, their ears will prick up straight away and you've got their attention, because you have to hook people early. Number 3, how do you help? It's no good explaining what you do. I've been established since 1863, blah, blah, blah. All people want to know is what's in it for me. So how do you help people? Very important to focus on the benefits you offer, not the features. Number 4, that can be compounded with a scary statistic. So you've explained how you help people. Now you want to explain why you help them, as in what will happen if they don't use a service that you provide. So you could be a will writer, and there's probably some statistic out there about if you remarry and then something happens to you, your new wife's children will get all your estate rather than the children from your first marriage, that kind of thing. You might be a marketer, for example, and there'd be some scary statistic that, do you know, businesses that solely rely on word of mouth for their advertising are 50% more likely to go under within 5 years. There'll be some kind of statistic you can throw out at people and credit the source as well, because that gives a lot more authority. It's not a number you pulled out of the air. You're actually referring to proper research. And then number 5, end with an offer. Okay, you might be the kind of business that doesn't do offers, but generally speaking, you'll at least offer a free consultation, a free audit, something like that. But if you do have an offer and you can put a deadline on it, that's a really good way to wrap up your 60 seconds. So I'm offering MOTs for £20 until the end of the month only. Oh, that's interesting. You've ended your 60 seconds with a good call to action, and people are more likely to remember you. Those 5 things should be doable in 60 seconds, because the last thing you want to do is get dinged when you start waffling and going over your 60 seconds. So if you can focus on those 5 things, talking about one aspect of your business and how that can help people, great. Don't try and rattle off everything you do and every sort of person you help, every service you offer. People will switch off. Focus on one thing, and then when you turn up at the next breakfast networking meeting, talk about another thing. So that's it. Hopefully 5 good pointers to maximize your elevator pitch. I'll see you soon for another edition of Marketing Cracked.